What's up? So I'm alive. I ain't dead, I'm alive. I'm back. I'm gonna start posting more. Yeah, life happened, okay? I'm not gonna hold you, life happened. But I'm back and I'm better. And I'm ready to start like actually content creating, actually do more videos. I kind of took a break, but I'm back. I'm better. Life got the best of me, but I'm back. And I'm better. And I'm here just to have a little talk with you guys. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in so long. And I hope to expand my audience as well. Today I really have no topic. It's more of a just, we're going to talk. We're going to get into it. Whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. I feel like 2025 is going to be a big year for me. And a lot of people, honestly. I feel like we've got a lot going on for us. We're going to have a lot going on for us. I feel like 2025 is a year for growth, for health, for wealth, and for a lot of things. I feel like this year is generally one that we will be able to conquer ourselves, just because I feel like 2024 was a battle. It was like a test. I feel like I learned a lot of lessons. I learned a lot of, just a lot, honestly. I feel like I learned a lot about myself, how I roll, what type of person I am. And I feel like it was a lesson I kept on teaching. That's what it was. That's kind of what I'm going to talk to you guys about, because I feel like that often pisses me off. But we going to keep it going, okay? We going to keep it going. Please bear with me. One thing that I have been working on, at least at the end of last year and this year, and one thing I want to continue, and I want to continue growing in and doing, is getting closer to God. I do want to continue my relationship with Him and expand it in so many ways. I feel like there's so much that I have left to do, that I'm barely learning, so I feel like it is very much my time to get into it. But I do have my little holy Bible right here. It's so cute. I literally genuinely love it. Like, I've been reading this for so long now. I read a little bit here and there, a little bit, just whenever I feel like drawn to it is when I do. Honestly, that's one of like the biggest changes in my life, is that I've started to become more of a role model for my siblings and for my parents and for everybody. Like, I've been more of a person in tune with my feelings and my emotions, and someone that's going to do a lot for my family, I feel like, because not only am I bettering my relationship with God for myself, but I'm also doing it for my family. Like, it's not just for me, it's for my family. It's for because I feel like everyone needs a prayer warrior. Everyone needs someone who believes. Even if 30 people don't believe, there is one person that loves all of them that does believe. That's all you need. Obviously, yes, ideally it would be better if everyone believed and if everyone was righteous in that way. But not everyone does, or not everyone has that relationship yet. And that's fine. Everyone has their own path. Everyone's going to go when it's their turn. Everyone's going to learn in their own ways at their own timeline. But for me, I think I'm doing my part in it being my timeline now, and being able to pray for those around me, being able to guide those around me, in every way that I can, to be honest. I feel like something I'm also learning is patience. And I feel like growing closer to God has taught me a lot, just because He is a very patient man. And He teaches us to be patient like Him. And I'm not a patient person. I'm sorry, but I can't. If it's not done in my timing, it's done at a wrong timing, and it's wrong, and then you have to do it again, do it at my timing, do it when I want to do it. But that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like that. It's not my time, and it's not my life. It's borrowed time. I'm in a borrowed body. Somebody could wear it next life over. I don't know. But I feel like we're so used to things going on our time, as wanting it to go on our time, that we forget that we are not the owner of this body. We are not the owner of our timeline. Shit does not revolve around us. And I feel like that's something we don't understand, you know? It does not revolve around us. It does not revolve around us. We're just here. We're just living, for real. Everything that we have is not ours. It's borrowed. That's another thing. I feel like I've prayed for so much and I've wanted so much in my life. And I've learned the little, there was this quote I heard too. It was like, there is no blessing without sacrifice. And that is something that's so true, because girl, what do you mean you're going to pray for something and get mad when you don't have it, when you haven't let go of the thing that God's been wanting you to let go of? You feel me? Like, same thing with that boy. You want him, you like him, you know, and then you're over here asking God, oh, when am I going to get the man of my dreams? Like, I know it's wrong with him. I know you want me to let go of him. This and this, but I want my husband. I want this. And you don't let him go. And God's like, well, you got to let him go so I can give you the right man, because I'm not going to send you the right man while you with him. You know, it's the same thing, same concept. How do you expect your dream man if you're continuing to keep the toxic one around? The one that's not good for you around, the one that's not meant for you, the one that continues to hurt you, the one that continues to disrespect you. You know, that's you showing God that you ain't mature enough to have what he has for you. You know, the path has been paved. Now he's preparing you. The path has been prepared, but now it's his turn to prepare you. Because how can you walk your life or your path that he has for you if you're not even ready yet? He'll draw it out for you, like, all right, this is the path you got to go down. And you're there, and you're looking at everybody else's path. You're looking at every which way. You're not looking at your own. And then it's like, and you're getting mad at God for not giving it to you. Or you're getting mad at the universe or whatever you believe in. You're like, oh, I don't have this. I don't have that. Why do they have this? Why did they get that chance? Why did Girl, you're not even ready to have those blessings. I mean, guys or girls, you're not ready to have that blessing. You haven't even shown that. You have not shown anybody that proof that showed him that you have that mentality. You're continuing to allow people to disrespect you. You're continuing to allow repetitive behaviors. And it's even worse when you try to repent, or when you try to say you're sorry for disrespecting yourself, and you continue to disrespect yourself. And that whether that be physically, emotionally, spiritually, however you're allowing somebody to disrespect you, or however you are allowing yourself to be disrespected, either by yourself or by somebody else, you know, you're allowing that. You are the culprit. You are the one allowing yourself to be in that position. You allow yourself to get disrespected. Why? You allow yourself to get manipulated. Why? You are the creator. You are the maker of your own life as well. You control who you hang around with. You control who brings you peace and who you can keep around. Understandable. If it's at home, okay, understandable. But at the same time, you decide how much energy you want to give that. You need to learn how to let go of people that are not suiting you and that are not meant for you. I feel like you have to understand that God isolates when it is time for you to grow and for you to blossom. I feel like you do not allow yourself to blossom in any type of way. I feel like you get scared of the isolation. You get scared of the growth that God has for you. And you decide to allow those people back in because it's what you're comfortable with and what you're used to. I see it as when a caterpillar goes into its cocoon, it's in solitude. It's isolated. It's by itself. It's healing. It's growing. It's blossoming. And then once it comes out, it's a whole new thing. It's a butterfly. And it's beautiful and it's perfect and it's in every way that God intended it to be. And I feel like we are scared to blossom because you are scared of being alone for that time period of growth. You have to let go. If God wants you to let go of somebody, or if you know somebody's not allowed to be in your life, you know you have to let go of them. Why keep them around, you know? I feel like it's just meant for you to just cut it out, let it out, get rid of it, and be new. And I don't feel like it is something that we should be scared of because it is something that is guided so beautifully by by God, by a creator. You don't want to let go of the old you, let go of the substance, let go of whatever it is that you continuously hold on to. Why don't you want to let go of that? How can you continue to pray to be this person, to have this blessing, to have this, have that, if you're not willing to let go of what he's telling you? He's saying, let go of that and I'll give you this. But you're not hearing it. I feel like you haven't opened yourself up to that situation. You haven't trusted him enough to hear that. There are no blessings without sacrifices. You have to let go of this person so he may bless you with somebody else. You have to let go of this substance so he may bless you with the blessings you wanted. You have to let go of this so you can get that. It's the same way. You need to have faith in yourself and have faith in him as well. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. I feel like 2024 was a year of hustle, was a year of constant lessons. And I feel like that year I genuinely valued money a little too much. And I feel like that was God's biggest lesson for me, to not put money over him, to not put money over family. You know, I feel like a lot of times I let it get to my head, not in a bad way. Well, that's a bad way, but not like, oh, I think I'm this, isn't it? No. I feel like I was not financially responsible all the way. I feel like I was very much spending money however I wanted to. I had to learn that money is not everything, that I shouldn't just work for money. I shouldn't be chasing money more than God. I shouldn't be chasing money more than family. I shouldn't be chasing money more than my beautiful friendships, you know? I feel like that's something maybe we all struggle with. That's something that I know I struggled with in 2024. That's something that I know God struck me down real hard. He did. He struck me down real hard. He put that in my head. He was like, girl, you got the wrong intentions in your head, or you got the wrong idea. I'm just going to read you some of the highlights I have, because I really feel like this really described my situation so well, and already I just knew he was talking to me. I knew he was speaking to me. I denied myself nothing my eyes desired. I refused my heart no pleasure. My heart took delight in all my labor, and this was the reward for all my toil. Yet when I surveyed all that my hands had done and what I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless. How we always prioritize our work and our money over certain things. We think that that's the best. We think that is what we deserve because we put in so much work. So we're like, work, money, work, money, when it shouldn't be like that. We should not value money more than we value anything else. We shouldn't value money more than we value love. But it's all good. You know, we learn from our mistakes. I feel like this was a slap in the face for me. And then God was like, all right, now that you learned your lesson, stand up. And I did. And now this year I'm coming into it with a clear mindset, with a clear knowledge of, okay, money doesn't mean more than this. Money doesn't mean nothing to me because it's all borrowed. It's never fully mine. It's all borrowed. And I feel like a lot of times, because we are not God and we don't know his plans, and we don't know the universe's plans too, we can say it that way, because I do not know the plan that is meant for me, I get impatient, which is what I've been working on. I get anxiety. Anxiety runs my life. Well, it ran my life. It does not run my life anymore. It would run my life. And a lot of the times, honestly, fear. I don't know where my life is going. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know where I'm headed to, what my career is, what I'm doing. I don't know if my business is going to keep being good. There's no need to have anxiety. There's no need to have fear in your life, or, you know, be anxious about the future. I understand it's a scary thing. I know I'm going through it too myself, but it is nothing that we have not been prepared for. And I feel like I used to struggle with that a lot, but now I know that none of it is in my hands. None of it is in my hands. Like, there's nothing that I can do that, you know, would feel, unless I literally didn't get up and didn't do nothing all day. No. I know that my future is planned out. I know that God has a plan for me. The right opportunities are going to come out at the right time. The right people are going to meet me at the right time. And I know I'm going to be able to know that that is for me in that moment. period. Don't focus on tomorrow, focus on today. Please understand that. Please, with everything I love, if you leave with this video with some type of information, focus on today, not tomorrow, not next week, not in 2 weeks, not 2 years. Focus on today. What do you have to say to yourself today? What do you have to accomplish today? It's simple. If you want to start going to the gym, okay, go today. If you want to start drawing, like, because you let that go a while ago, start today. If you want to start playing this instrument, start today. If you want to start acting, if you want to start doing whatever, start today. If you want to start making content, start today. This is another piece of information that I really like. I have seen the burden God has laid on the human race. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Again, back to the caterpillar. Back to the caterpillar. Back to the caterpillar. God has made everything beautiful in its time. In its time. He has a time stamp. He knows when you're going to get this accomplishment, when you're going to get that blessing, when you're going to get that man, when you're going to go get whatever it is that you're praying for, whatever it is that you need, not that you want, but that you need. He has a timeline for it. He has a specific date, time, year, all of that. He has that. And you just need to trust. You need to trust that the pages are flipping. Every day is a page that is being written or that was written. And every day that you accomplish is a page flipped closer and closer and closer to that blessing. You cannot continue to stress about it or think, oh my God, like it's not going to happen. God's taking too long. Because every time you worry is a day you're telling God you don't trust him. Every time that you worry and have anxiety is a time that you're telling God, I do not trust you. I don't trust the plan that you have for me. I want to take it in my hands. Would you rather you control your life or would you rather you give it to God and let him control it? I'm giving my shit to God. I'm sorry, but I'm throwing that shit away. Go handle it. Handle it. I ain't doing it. God ate with this problem. One more. Last scripture. Okay. This too I see is from the hand of God, for without him who can eat or find enjoyment? To the person who pleases with him, God gives wisdom, knowledge, and happiness. Let me read that again. This too I see is from the hand of God, for who without him, who can eat or find enjoyment? To the person who pleases him, God give wisdom, knowledge, and happiness. He ate with that. He clocked you. Oh. Period. He said period. He said clocked. How do you expect to be happy and fulfilled with all materialistic things if your soul and your heart and your mind is not fulfilled? It's like when you're when you're dehydrated, when you're trying to get some water in your system, when you need something to replenish your thirst because you're thirsty, you're running, you're thirsty. You can reach for Coke and juice and all this, that, and the fourth, but you're going to keep being thirsty after you drink them. You're going to keep wanting more, needing more, needing more, needing more, needing more, needing more. But if you go for water, after 2 cups, you're done. You're filled. You're hydrated. You're fine. I get it. Not sometimes 1 cup don't work. It's fine, depending on how dehydrated you are. But yeah, water gonna solve and especially the more natural it is, the better, the more fulfilled you're going to be. The more pure your love and your heart is for God, the more fulfilled you're going to be. You don't need all the sugar, all the calories, all the bubbles, and all this and that. When you just have God, you don't need the materialistic, the lust, the sexual stuff, the substance, the whatever it is that you crave so bad. You do not need that when you have God. I feel like I was very, very dependent on people around me. I was very dependent on certain friendships, certain family members, and certain people that I settled my identity in. And I feel like I just always put them first and always put myself after them. And I feel like that was one of my biggest lessons in 2024. To be my own person, to have my own thoughts, to make decisions on my own, to not rely on anyone, to do everything for me with myself. I feel like that's something that God genuinely taught me in 2024, because I used to always be dependent on so many people My whole identity was in them. I was no one without that person. I was no one without this person. I was no one without, you know. And I feel like that was one of my biggest. It was hard. I'm not gonna lie, because you know, having your support system, your people, your family, your love, the people you love, being ripped away from you, not knowing why, because you don't know why until after you take that step back. I'm telling you, once we start stressing about what God's doing in our life, we gonna start panicking and having anxiety and doing this and that forth. You know, we don't understand the bigger picture. He's doing this for a reason. We just do not see that. We need to have discernment so we may be able to know why this is happening, whose son is the truth, who do we follow, what do we do. We need to be able to hear that and have that in our thoughts. It was like a slap in the face. It was like, God, why are you taking the people I love the most from me? God, why is this happening to me? Why am I losing everybody? Why are people dying around me? Why are people being pulled away from me? Why is everybody leaving me? What is happening? Why? Like, am I the problem? And then that's when I kind of accepted it. I analyzed the situation. I analyzed myself. I overanalyzed even. And I realized it was because I depended on them too much. I had no life if it was not with them. You know, like, I feel like I depended too much on them, which I feel like at the time wasn't a bad thing. I didn't dislike that. I loved them, you know, like, it's still love to this day. But it was just something that I feel like I had to work on, and God knew that. And he was like, how do you want to be the person that you tell me you want to be, if you are allowing these people to be you, if you are not even your own person, if you're not even allowing yourself to grow any more than you already think you have? You claim you're growing, but you're not. And I was like, damn, you're right. So now it has been my time to shine. It's been my time of growth. I don't feel like I've been shining too much. I feel like I've been growing. I feel like I've been peeling back layers, you know, understanding myself and how I love and how I am as a person. And I'm not saying I'm holier. I'm not saying I'm holy at all. And that's one thing. Every time I talk about God, I always tell people, like, do not think I'm holy. Do not think I'm holier than you. Do not think I'm better than you. And I know myself. I'm not. Girl, no. And God knows. But I'm real. I'm a human. I learn. I grow. I make mistakes. I get up. I do this. I do that. You know, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I feel like those mistakes needed to happen, needed to be there so I can grow, so I can be the person I am today. If those mistakes, if that relationship, if those mistakes, if those sins or whatever did not happen, I would not be the girl I am today. I would not be able to give this information and this advice to people around me that I love, my younger people too, like my cousin that I love so much. I'm able to give her the wisdom that I do have, because everything that I went through, everything that I have been through, every situation that I went through, I'm able to be her guiding light. You know, I didn't have that. I was the one that was dragging myself through this, that, because I had nobody. I had nobody to lean on, which is fine. You know, like, everyone has to be that person that grows, and I'm able to give it to her. I'm able to give it to my brothers. I'm able to give it to whoever I meet, you know, that's younger than me or that is going through something similar that I had went through. I'm able to be that person for them and be that support system and be that advice. You know, like, you never know. If I would have known what I had learned and someone would have given me that advice when I was younger, girl, my whole events would have been so different. I wouldn't have ever gone through that. But I did. I went through what I went through, and I'm able to, you know, be that advice person for somebody. I'm able to be that guiding light for somebody. But it's okay, you know, I don't regret it. Like I said, I do not regret it. All the pain, all the things I went through, I do not regret it at all, because it has made me the person I am today. And I'm very thankful for it. I'm very thankful for those experiences, and I know that it was meant to happen. I feel like 2025 is going to be a good year. A year with many blessings, with many good things coming our way. I think I'm going to head inside now, because I think I've been yapping for a little too long now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving me some time of your day. I hope that some of this advice or whatever this yap session helped you and maybe guided you a little bit. But I do want to continue, like, just yapping and just talking and just having somebody to talk to. And I feel like I'm still going through that moment of isolation. And I feel like this would be good for me to just start yapping, letting my thoughts out into the air. Thank you for letting me be your big sister. That's me. That's what I'm here for. I hope you guys enjoy my video. I know I look a little crazy, a little scary. But thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for letting me yap to you. Thank you for being just here, listening to me and my voice. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for everything. Bye. Love you.